don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Reed. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It was a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And it's caught left side. It's Woods. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Sony Michel, his first carry. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
Man, every time
they want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not
can't
try
let
to
the
force
coaches
something
pick
to put your
it.
team
You
in
got
some
to make your own.
jeopardy?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently. He's letting it fly, and this is caught. He's got a touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them. And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly? That you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going. They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Dominique Easley leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time. Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing.
Let's go, Cracker.
Nice job.
Let's go.
He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be taken
They
down.
better not say hold the big line ass.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up.
Only thing y'all holding up is my progress.
Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Reed. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adrian Claymore in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, Reed. His throw is going to be incomplete. He is in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. 3rd down here.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Off the play fake. Reed.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete.
But we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Green, 39. Green.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle shedding through the defense. Got some room at the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
3-19! 3-19! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching
good
the
shit,
45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down to Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
To Michelle,
there you
the
go.
screen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intent.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Here we go!
Off the bootleg, Reed. And that one's complete to Gurley. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Back to throw. Reed looking left side. He's got him in. That's Woods. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Didn't help at all.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Reed. This is caught. It's Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff for Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he's trying to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty
That's
well.
like the
on 2nd
ultimate
down
card
and short.
early play.
What I like to
Everybody
say-
out of
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it.
Some type of
Instead,
talk.
didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run.
Other
Worked out
league,
well.
it's one lead, but that nigga got the ring. You know they say you can't run the same play 3 times.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus
flipping
far.
it.
Here it's 3rd
Right,
and 2.
right.
I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Nah, we just got solid running play. We don't give a damn about that. We ain't got
Oh, no, I'm just saying.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley.
I'm just saying, yeah, I'll be ready.
For a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
We just gonna make you play honest, goddamn. We gonna get everything in the running game. Inside, outside, up top, over, underneath, all that shit, nigga. Get ready. We got the play for throw that.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but
Why
only
the
the
hell the
second
play clock
quarter, a
start
lot
at
of time to
2:10?
change things.
Ain't nobody calling no time out. What the hell going on, man?
Oh, it counted as a ball. He threw the ball because he got bad again.
Oh, they want to say? Oh.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. Busts through the tackle. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
See how that happened. I mean, I was trying. Goddamn. Oh, see how that happened.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half.
So you didn't want to see that.
Yeah, no, but
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far.
yeah, my
This
nigga
is
with that
3rd and
L2K.
9.
Watch these niggas, they trying to be tricky.
Operating from the gun. Reed. And this is
Way to catch that thing,
I
crack.
think he got that with one hand. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That was a terrific catch. I
Like
mean, to go
Tucker.
up there and get it
Oh, yeah.
one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in the day. The gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s, I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that, but a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear into diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
No, check, Patriot.
No, check, Patriot.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Over the middle, he's got his tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. That's...
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing to start the drive.
Oh, get out of here, gang.
The right side is Cup complete. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Like a bad bitch with no furniture. I can't do
so
no,
they had the
never.
big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now it's the backup goal.
Take all day, man. I ain't got all day. Y'all let that nigga beat 2 motherfuckers.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think
He
that the
beat
offense
2
is just moving in the wrong direction.
I'm
I say they're
73
moving in the
bull.
right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else
Christ
do you have to look out
almighty.
for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
76.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's letting it fly. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Watching that, Barney.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They start the second half with Michelle on the ground. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Jackson.
Get
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 32 that time.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter, because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan. Been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out,
the hell take you so long,
man? Because of the coverage, it's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
I'm trying to help my mom do something on the computer.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. And down he goes on pressure.
Pressure.
In there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They go play action with Jackson. And he's going down again. Michael Brockers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Keep that pitch a mile and a half you want to, cuz.
Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Appreciate you.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they?
You got no chance.
Drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards.
No chance in hell.
Get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked the perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and our offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Brad 38.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like
him,
man,
what's up with y'all
niggas? Explosive touches.
Niggas out here with that do, putting that do on my niggas. That do on my nigga foot like that. Get that block.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Not often to fourth down
I hate playing
conversions
you,
results in
you be
23
shit,
yards, but that's the case here. First down.
I know what I'm doing, nigga.
That nigga baseball slid. That nigga baseball slid 9 yards, y'all.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley.
Oh my God.
Goes into Raven territory. Give him 4 yards.
This guy.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
They didn't want to let us create no space.
Seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain
They don't want us to prosper.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
To throw on second down. Reed stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble. And now it's third down. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Off play action, Reed. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Good read.
A gain of 11 and a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing on first down. Reed. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
Here we go!
Back to throw. Reed.
Fucking gotta work my nerves this game, man.
But still shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Who want the smoke?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter.
But they do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
From the gun, Reed. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, let's go! What? 90!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Dominic Easley in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
What am I two?
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Over.
Now Jackson back into his end zone.
Oh, come on. Come on, gang. Come on, gang.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Jackson now down around his goal line. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight. And this one is going to be a safety.
Lyrically, I'd be lyrically trying to live quietly.
You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture
Kareem Hunt out indefinitely.
And maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football.
You out of here.
4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. In fact, if
Get
anything,
out of
they
there.
may
Oh, my
gain more
God.
confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Rookie quarter.
Come on, let's go. Try 38. Try 38.
To throw again. Reed. Dancing to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point? Whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit,
Oh, man.
and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Get that shit out of there. That's what I'm talking about. That's the book I'm talking
dropped
about.
it in the end zone.
Book that nigga.
Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense.
As soon as they catch it, stick their hand right in that muffin box.
Their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right.
Like somebody out here playing tribal drums or some shit.
The offense on third down.
Who out there playing Wakanda Forever,
so
man?
far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Jackson from the shotgun. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over. Now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Tim Williams makes the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Come on, let's go. Try 38.
Another carry down for Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
He's got some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Break it, nigga.
Here we go.
On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Buddy.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Where the fuck is my nigga at? Oh, Lord.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, it looked like he had it and
Charlie Murphy?
That's what I'm saying. Who is they backup running back?
Now they get set and head back onto the field. Looking at this situation, if they get a field goal out of this, it helps, but a touchdown would really help into going to secure the victory.
You know what I'm thinking right here? The West Coast offense in their parlance, every time they throw the football, they say you're either throwing it for a touchdown or a check down. In this case, it's either taking time off the clock or getting that touchdown that really puts you in firm control. I think they'll go either way on this one.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Bless it.
Thank you, son. Thank you.
Now Jackson on second down. He's going deep for Brown.
No.
And incomplete there. A nice hit.
Shout out to the shooters in the shooters only.
Brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field.
Never walk around with a lot of money. No.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On third down, Jackson.
No.
That's complete. It's going.
Oh, my God.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Routes, man.
Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Got to fight, pal.
From the gun, Jackson.
Get out of
It's
here.
hit there, altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down?
Got
The
scared.
offense or the defense?
I fucked around and made Aaron Donald fall. If he didn't fall, then it would have been a dub team on a nigga, and everything would have been all right. Everything's gonna be all right.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Caught here by Conley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Fuck him, man.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You want to do that play.
Time for a
I don't even
break.
know what that play is.
We're back to see what happens after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Again, it's Michelle. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense. Still. And then at the end, he kind of went,
I ain't you my last time.
Training staff takes a peek. We'll take a break.
You done ran the shit out of me for no goddamn reason. Fuck. Goddamn nigga, man.
He'll look to throw.
Oh.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things.
That's my goal for this year, boy. Offensive line, boy. We need one, man.
he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football.
Look like we're going to need a running back.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Woo, get it down, rookie. Way to get it down, rookie.
The first down yardage before being taken down.
A shoulder tap.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
All right, I missed the whiz.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield.
God damn, Charlie. Damn you, diplomats. Damn you.
Back to throw. Now a
bad throw, Jimmy. Oh.
Come on. With the Chargers, you would have caught
that nigga glad he did, goddammit.
Second down.
Good no catch, boy.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes
good
officials
no
just say,
catch,
let him play.
boy.
Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact.
Break in on them.
Like you said,
Ooh, way to go, Cracker.
That'll be
love that route.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Oh, we ain't got no motherfucking time, though. Goddamn it.
Back to throw.
I was dead in the water anyway. The sack was there. The sack was there.
The fuck he started celebrating for when he supposed to get balled up and laid down?
Cause your ass hit all the back buttons together and X.
Yeah, nah, I was hitting that. I was telling you that.
You gotta hit the back buttons and square.
You take your hand off turbo, he just lay down, man.
Hell no.
He just died, man.
And that last play was
You
one
gotta
of
slide
them.
now.
The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
And he killed my damn running back.
So for the Ravens, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to
That's a
prepare
6-6 and a kick for this SOB.
Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I ain't even gotta see the video. I just knowing what that nigga do, cuz. I bet you won't.